All right, YouTube, I am finally back. So those of you who've been following me for a long time, just want to give you a little overview. I've been gone for essentially 2 years. So I want to discuss like why I left, why I stopped making videos on YouTube, what I've been doing and sort of what the plan is for this channel going forward. So it basically started, 2 years ago. I got to Vegas. I was making a vlog for this tournament. And I'm making a vlog and I'm sitting there and I'm producing it. And at that time in my life, I was just massively overwhelmed. And I didn't know it, but I was very close to a big breaking point in my life and a big sort of turning point, essentially. And to keep a long story short, I was obsessed. Personal obsessions, or I'm a very obsessive person, and obsessions are very dangerous for me because when I get obsessed with something, I tend to discount everything else. I don't care about health, wellness, money. All I care about is the thing that's in front of me. And it really was Beyond Tells 2.0. So about 2.5 years ago, I was making certain updates to our product Beyond Tells, and I was discussing with Eddie, who's filming this, like, I really wish I would have more spots. I really wish we would have done higher level stuff. And he's like, well, why don't we do it? So I was like, all right. So we decided to do the whole Beyond Tells project over again and do the second largest behavioral study ever conducted on poker players. I'll get into this in another video, but I thought the first Beyond Tells project I thought would take 3 months and I'd be done. It's taken 6 years. This project was absolutely insane in its scope and scale. And I really wasn't ready for it. And we were in Vegas. And like, I wanted to play and I wanted to do all these things. And I looked at the status of our projects and we were so far behind and everything was just a complete mess in my life, both personally and where the business was. It was just all a mess. So a lot of things happened. I basically left New York City. I started traveling the world. I've been all over Asia, all over Europe, all over the entire world. And essentially, I started running my companies remotely. And when I started doing the companies remotely, it was an epic failure. I mean, in the sense that, like, I broke down in the sense that you have this idea that when you're gonna leave, you're gonna travel, you're gonna see the world, it's gonna be incredible. And I just didn't have the constructs, the frameworks, the working habits. And it really happened where I was sitting in a cafe in Florence in front of the Duomo. This was this most amazing, one of the most amazing architectural pieces in the world, in my opinion. And I'm sitting there and I was there for like 15.5 hours. And I'm like, I'm sitting here in Europe and I'm working behind my computer. And it was just like this really interesting moment for me where it's like, I have no balance in my life. That's all I do is work. I don't have anything else but work, 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 work. And things sort of just like clicked and snapped, and I started to sort of rebuild the foundation of everything, like how I approach working, how I approach the company, how I approach education, coaching, everything. So I didn't step away from poker. I have been more involved in poker than I've ever been in my entire life. I just haven't been making YouTube content. I've been producing hundreds of hours of content. We rebuilt the Cash Game Fix from the ground up. We rebuilt Beyond Tells from the ground up. I produced 5 courses, 3 specialized programs. I, completely reshaped how our company and really doubled down at what we're good at, which is, coaching live no limit hold'em players essentially at every single level. And with the work with Beyond Tells, like I've worked with some of the best poker players in the entire world and players that are still, focusing on their game. So I still consider myself and this company to be dead focused on, I really believe that we're the best at live no limit hold'em coaching, right? Like live, not online, but just live. And I brought more people on. You might have seen Coach Steve, Coach Matt, a lot of people. We have Seabass, we have a bigger, more comprehensive team. We're just vastly better at teaching this game. I think that where a lot of poker players will just like make a video about talking about their thought process. Like, I am freaking obsessed with teaching this game. And I think there's a lot more time, dedication, and care that goes into it. So a lot of this, we have, these live experiences. We've created a pro group. We've really built a solid community. And I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot about coaching poker. I've learned a lot about what it takes to be successful in poker. One of the things I did was review some of my older videos when I was like, young and like just like 23, 24 making videos. And I'm just a lot more mature, a lot more well-rounded. And, I'm coaching this game for like 12 years now. I've spent 12 years involved in coaching and playing and poker. And I have a lot to share. And this is sort of the beginning of our new sort of revolution at School of Cards and Beyond Tell. So, well, we have a lot of cool things for the channel. So I'm going to be doing some live coaching with players. I'm going to coach players live and record the breakdowns and have you see like how I deconstruct and reconstruct players' games at both a macro and micro level. I'm doing Beyond Tell's breakdown so that you can see all of our content and footage from that. We've got mental game content, hand breakdowns, and a ton more. And it's fun. It's great to be back. I mean, you have to understand that I built this company off of YouTube. Like everything started with YouTube. I just was, 12 years ago when poker on YouTube wasn't really popular. Like me and Grips and Evan were like the only two people that were like making content. And now there's just so many more vlogs and so many more, people contributing to the poker community that I'm excited to get back and sort of add in my thoughts, my views, my twist on everything. And it's gonna be cool. And also, I just have a favor for all of you. It's like really important that in the beginning, like couple of weeks, please just like and comment below as much as possible over the next month. It just makes a big difference in terms of like the growth of this channel. We'll scale it, we'll grow it way more if people are engaged essentially. And tomorrow is the first video, which I will break down a hand and discuss some dynamics of our Beyond Tells footage. And those of you who have still talked to me, I know a lot of you are customers and clients of ours. Appreciate it again. More content's coming. Much love and talk to you all soon.